Alrighty boys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're using Anthony Rumble Johnson. This is the UFC 202 Anthony Johnson that fought Glover Teixeira. You guys know how that fight went. Anthony Johnson essentially landed one uppercut and knocked him out cold. This man was incredibly powerful, man. Incredibly powerful. Now I'm facing Alex Pereira, and this is a fight that I wish we would have been able to see. But we all know what happened to Anthony Johnson. And, when this alter ego first dropped, oh my God, it's one of those. It's one of those. This dude is using lateral moving knees and lateral moving roundhouse kicks to the body. This is ridiculous, bro. This is a ranked player. This is not a quick match. This is ranked. I'm noticing more players doing this these days, and it is just, I don't get it, man. And this whole clinch thing it's been a problem in UFC 5 for as long as the game has been active, and this is something that we're going to really talk about a little bit later, because there are a few things they can really do to make sure that this does not repeat itself in UFC 6. It would be a shame for UFC 6 to drop and players are still able to do this. That would be a disaster. So let's try not to let this dude annoy me too much. He is very beatable. I mean, he's kind of just annoying. It's only a matter of time before he gets knocked out. But yeah, I really did not want to do a show. I didn't feel like doing a showcase for this guy when he first dropped for Rumble, just because of how, we all know what happened to Anthony Johnson, right? Like in 2022, he was very sick. And he had been sick for a while, and I remember making a video back then in 2022, essentially like, looking through his Instagram, asking what is going on with Anthony Johnson. He posted quite a few messages talking about how he's extremely scared, how he's never been more scared in his life, and it just was not looking good. And at that time, I was really, really scared that he wasn't going to make it, especially because I was suspecting, man, this is some kind of blood disease. This is some kind of, and it's so hard to recover from those, man. It's so hard. He was losing weight, looking emaciated, debilitated, just not looking good, man. And of course, we all know what happened. Shortly after that, in November, he ended up dying. And sit down. It wasn't after that we, goodbye, fucking bum. It wasn't after that we realized that, of course, he died of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is essentially a type of cancer that aggressively multiplies your white blood cells. My youngest daughter actually has sickle cell. She has a blood disease herself. So this hits home. You know what I mean? And she's been sick quite a bit, right? And we have to mitigate for a few things. She can't be too cold. She can't be too hot. She can't go from being hot to being cold. We have to monitor so many things about her. And anytime I see someone pass away due to a blood disease, a cancer of some sorts, and especially now that I have, it just does something to me, bro. It's hard for me to handle. It really is hard for me to handle. Death in general. And we'll talk about this more. Like, I kind of wanted to just use this video to kind of just talk through this, because it's something that we're all going to go through at some point. But man, it's freaking brutal. I mean death, But let's move on. So if you've watched up until this point, first of all, thank you. I know this video is starting off very morbid, and it's not fun or anything, but if you've watched up until this point and I haven't cringed you out, I appreciate that. Let me know in the comment section if you've ever had a near-death experience. Just share. This is a safe space. Let me know if you've ever had a near-death experience. This is a much better Alex Pereira, thank God. Yeah, that other guy was just brain rot. I've had two in my life. The first one was when I was much younger. I had a double whammy of malaria and typhoid fever. Now, these are illnesses that another lateral moving Alex Pereira. What is going on, bro? I'm not even saying it's bad. It's just I'm seeing so much more of it right now. Who's this? You know what? But yeah, so I had a double whammy of malaria and typhoid. 2 illnesses that, I mean, each of them alone kills millions of people a year. And having both of them at the same time, I mean, my chances were not looking good, man. Like, I still remember. Oh, yeah, bro. I'm just trying to duck and just counter him one time. There we go. I still remember being so sick at one point. I literally was not able to breathe. There we go. Like I couldn't take a breath in. Alana. Like I would like try to breathe in. Goodbye. And I wasn't able to. And I remember being rushed to the hospital. And man, this is Nigeria, right? Not America, where when you're having a medical emergency like that, you can pick up the phone, call 911. Next thing you know, there's an ambulance outside. You're in the ambulance. They're taking care of you in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. By the time you get to the hospital, they've already done some medical work on you. That's not the way it is in Nigeria. There's nothing like that. And at the time, we only had one car. My dad wasn't even home. So my mom and my uncle at the time, who's passed away, rest in peace, they had to literally carry me to the main road. We had to wait for a taxi to show up. And I remember my mom in the car begging the taxi driver to please drive as fast as possible. I'm in and out of consciousness because I can't freaking breathe. By the time we got to the hospital, I was out completely. And next thing I remember was me waking up with IVs and everything. And my mom next to me bawling her eyes out. That was oh my God. Every time I remember that experience, just absolutely fucking traumatic. But I lived through that one. Crazy. Let's move on. I guess we're only going to fight Alex Pereira today. Wow, okay. Yo, what is going on? What is happening today? Another lateral moving Alex Pereira. Is there a streamer out there that's like this is y'all are clearly copying somebody. Who is this? What's happening right now, bro? And make no mistake, these guys, they might seem very, very easy to deal with. And I mean, they're not going to beat me, but they are so annoying. And this guy fake glove touched me in the beginning too. Anyways, what was I even talking about in the last fight? Oh my God. What? Okay, I'm like just confused right now at what's happening. Is this what y'all are doing right now? I stopped playing ranked just so I don't get like clinch spammed, but like I can't get away from this now, I guess. What the hell was that? Don't touch my gloves. I don't trust you, bum. Eat that. Sit down. I just keep kicking his legs. Anyways, did I even finish my story about my first near-death experience? I had malaria and typhoid at the same time. This is from like just dirty water, you know, just the lack of hygiene in Nigeria. You know, I went to military school and I would just, you know, the food I would buy in school, just nasty. Just everything is just dirty. And the amount of people, I mean, I used to have malaria every single year. Like I got so used to that. And then like, again, the double whammy and almost killed me. But thankfully, my mom being a nurse, she had very good connections in regards to knowing really, really good doctors. And this is back home, bro. It's everything is like, we call it imamado, which essentially means who you know. You know what I mean? Now this dude is just circling. My mom, you know, she was very good friends with very, very, very good doctors. And, you know, the guy that treated me, he knew exactly what was going on. He was able to he was able to, you know, take care of me essentially, and I was fine. Second time I almost died was actually in the United States, shortly after I moved to the U.S. I was 17 at the time. And I think this one was more serious. This one would have been more tragic, in my opinion. I almost drowned. I think I've told this story on this channel before. With my friends, I just made new friends at the time. We all went to the beach, and I remember telling these folks, I can't swim. I cannot swim. And it's like this is something that I realized about dudes, I guess friends in the US compared to Nigeria. Like growing up, my male friendships were a lot more, I'd say a lot more serious. In other words, like we kind of took care of each other a lot more. Like if someone tells you, yo, I can't swim, we took that seriously. Oh, this guy can't swim. All right, no one's gonna fuck with that. But the trolling in America, I was introduced to the trolling in the US firsthand. I'm like, oh shit, you really can't trust people here like that. Because everything's a joke to people in the US. Like everything's a troll, everything's a joke. No one takes anything seriously. I told these folks, I can't swim. And I guess they didn't believe me. They were thinking probably, look at this African boy. You know, look at this athletic African boy. How the hell can he not swim? He grew up in Africa. I'm like, nigga, I can't swim. So, we're in the, you know, I was in the shallow end of the ocean or whatever. And I forget exactly what happened, but one of them must have did something. Next thing I know, it was either the current or whatever. I get pulled in. And, yo, I'm like, guys, I'm dying. I'm like screaming, help, help, help. And I guess they just thought I was joking because that's something people do here, I guess. Pretend to die. Like, what the fuck? They were probably like, you know, laughing like, ha ha. It was afterwards. They were like, bro, we thought you were joking. I'm like, you nigga, I wasn't joking. I'm like, is that what y'all do over here? You fucking cry wolf and pretend like you're dying? Like, bro, where do you do that shit at? Where I'm from, we don't joke around with death like that, bro. I would never pretend like I'm dying. Like, what? So, they didn't take it seriously. And, bro, I almost drowned, bro. Fucking inhaled a lot of water and all this shit. And, you know, one of them ended up freaking helping me up. And I'm like, bro, never again. This is what... Oh, my God. I'm so sick of this guy. I'm so sick of this shit. I want to knock him out so bad. But, you know, it's... These days, man, it's just because of all this stuff, Anthony Johnson not making it. I know I'm playing so aggressive right now, guys, but I just want to knock this dude out. I swear to God. His death was just, you know, it was hard on me. It really was because just, you know, when I think about death, I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of dying. These are two different things, you know? The permanence of death does not scare me because I've been under anesthesia, you know, and if that's what death is like, it's like there's nothing scary about that. You know, you just cease to exist. You don't even know that you're dead. It's just, it's over. You know what I mean? It's the dying part that scares me. You know what I mean? What if I die in an accident? You know what I mean? A fucking plane crash, or you know, I get seriously ill and I wither away. That's the part that's scary. And that's the scary part, you know? And the part, you know, where you leave your family devastated and your friends are devastated. That's horrifying. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, right, I know it's something that I you know, as I get older, I have to come to terms with. It is something that could happen anytime, and I have to just come to terms with that. We're human beings. It's going to happen. There is nothing we can do about it. There is no... All we can do is prolong it, but it's inevitable, you know? And rest in peace to everyone that's not here with us right now. That's really all I can say. Rest in peace to Rumble Johnson. It's amazing that he's been immortalized in video game form, you know? We can use his character and we can do damage, as I'm trying to do right now. Is this guy is just playing like a complete bum asshat, bro. I don't get this. Everybody I run in. Is this the same guy that I fought in the first fight? It can't be. Stupid ass. It's actually moments like this that makes me wish I was playing MMA, so I can just drag his ass down. But it's okay. God, bye-bye! Bum! Thanks. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Like I said, my apologies. I know this was not the most entertaining, you know, like, oh, we're laughing, we're happy. This was kind of melancholy and very morbid and all this shit. And we're talking about something very, very serious. But, you know, man, that's what I do sometimes when I play, bro. Like, and I hope you guys don't mind. So, yeah, if you watch up until this point or early on when I said, leave in the comment section. Just share your story. If you've ever had a near-death experience, feel free to share. I'd love to hear what happened to you guys. And, you know, I'm glad that you're still here with us. I really am. You know, I really, really am. When I tell you guys to keep yourself safe, all this stuff, I really do mean that. I've been saying that for years, but I really do mean that. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one, boys.